I'm Heather. I'm mom to Remy, who's now 19 months old. And as a former teacher, I spent quite a bit of time training and focusing my attention on reading and literacy. And that's partially because there's a real push by both educators and parents to have kids reading as quickly as possible. And the sad part is, a lot of times that just stresses out kids unnecessarily. There is no need for your child to be reading by 5 or 6 or even 7. It'll come when it comes. And sometimes learning to read early translates into bad habits that they have to break later on. That's what happened with me. So I've always known that I wasn't going to be pushing heavily on the alphabet or phonics or memorizing configuration of words. The early literacy work at my house will be focused on a few pre-literacy skills that are natural extensions of reading and to help Remy fall in love with reading books. My mission is to create really enjoyable reading experiences that help Remy see that reading is a window into the world and to keep him coming back for more. Here's the 10 strategies that I'm using to keep reading fun, engaging, and sometimes even a little exciting. When you give your child choice and control, you will see the focus and interest level go up, which makes sense. It's much easier to get excited about something that you have chosen to do. Some parents provide book displays or shelves, which are beautiful and help a child see what they are choosing from easily. Right now, we've gone with a book basket. I only put 12 or so books in because any more than that would become overwhelming. Then every week, I change up the books that are in the basket, although I usually keep a few of the favorites from the week before. And this keeps things interesting. When he wants to read, he grabs a book from the book basket and opens it up. It's that easy. Maybe you've noticed your child is really into animals. Find books on animals. If that interest switches to an obsession with grocery shopping, then find books on food, markets, and farms. Hitch a ride on whatever it is that has captured their imagination. It will make reading that much more interesting for them. Use big gestures and sound effects that amplify the book that you're reading. Will you look silly? Probably, but part of being a parent to a toddler is letting go and acting ridiculous sometimes. And the benefit is that you will be drawing the child in and boosting their ability to make sense of the text. When we read about Gerald the giraffe, Remy almost always pulls his giraffe in to read along with us. The same thing happens when we read about Corduroy the bear. He enjoys making the connection, and I like the fact that I can use the prop to act out or enhance parts of the story. There are some books that are clearly songs, like Every Little Thing, which is the kids' book version of a Bob Marley song. But there are many books that were also written in a way that begs for you to sing them. Hand, Hand, Fingers, Thumb, and Chicka Chicka Boom Boom both have a rhythm that makes it easy to lean in and just sing, which will ultimately help your toddler hear the rhythm of the language. You can also clap out your books to emphasize the rhythm, and try clapping for every syllable to help support recognition of this part of the language. There's nothing wrong with a lovely reading nook or a snuggly read in bed. Having a warm, inviting environment to read in is awesome. But don't limit yourself to those places. Try reading outside in the yard or at a park. If you're going to the zoo, bring along a book about gorillas and read it there. In general, for us, there is no time or place that is completely off limits for bringing over a book. We read sitting on the kitchen floor, we read while he's trying to sit on the potty, we read in the hallway. It's an everywhere activity. Text is all around us. It's on the street signs we pass by, the box of cereal at the table, and the packages that our kids' toys come in. Don't brush past these opportunities to read, even if it's only one word. The reading of everyday items in different settings helps a child see the real world context in which some words are used. If I were to read a book that mentions a gallon of milk, then understanding that measurement would be difficult. If I read the word gallon on an actual milk carton, it all makes so much more sense. Toddlers learn through perseveration, running through the same things over and over again, which is wonderful for their development, but difficult when you're trying to muster some level of enthusiasm the 30th time reading. So switch up the information a bit. Talk about the emotions that the character must be feeling. Point out new things in the pictures. Count multiple items. Extend the knowledge on a particular subject covered in the book. All this will keep you engaged, and your child will definitely pick up on your engagement level. One of the fun things we've been doing is pairing a book with a small project, sensory bin, or invitation to play. For example, Remy has always been interested in cooking, so we started reading about Julia Child. Then I put together a chef's sensory bin so that he could play around with some of the ideas that we talked about in the book. Creating these pairings extends what your child is reading about and helps them make personal connections to the text. I've been putting together baskets that contain objects that relate to some of the stories we've read. When we get to a point in the book where an object is mentioned, we go ahead and pull it out of the basket and explore it. This practice may take a bit of effort on my part, but it helps develop vocabulary and build connections between the real world and books. If you're interested in creating an interactive read aloud basket, check out this video. It walks through all of the amazing benefits and step by step of how to put a basket together. My biggest reading goal in these early years with Remy is to help him fall in love with reading. If he has that love, then all of those literacy skills that everybody stresses over will fall into place naturally. If you have any strategies that you use, please share them down in the comment section. I'm always eager to introduce new strategies to Remy. Check out this video's corresponding blog post at our website. This video was intended as a quick overview of the 10 strategies, and the blog post is a much deeper dive into the subject. I'll be linking the post down below. I hope that this video has been helpful. If it has, please subscribe and hit that notification bell to be part of our little learning community. We'll be putting out videos on play and learning and literacy every week. Thanks for watching.